to get the AV card. Okay, so it's mail time. The pack of Ixalan from Alonzo Swift. And there's a note. And it says, Dear Dr. LRR, after the most recent Mailtime episode, I grew concerned about the fidelity of some of the magic packs you received. Well, I, for one, will make sure to let you know that this pack of Ixalan is 100% spider-free. Thanks, thank goodness. P.S. I did catch one trying to get into the pack, though. Here's a picture of the offender because he got caught. Well, as long as this pack is spider-free, I'll add it to the thing. What are you doing, camera? I think there might be something wrong with this tripod. Let's open the other letter before we get to the cart of fun. Hello, Graham. Hope your fall season is going well. Here and here we are the good. My wallet is falling apart. What style wallet are you? Are you recommend any good everyday carry items? All days I am drink a lot of water. What are you most days daily drink? Take care of yourself. Smile, stay mighty, Papa bless. Be still, amigo. Feel free to show whole letter in Mailtime video. Thank you. Are you a neural network? Are these letters being generated algorithmically? Look, Minneapolis, I wish they'd stop letting you send letters with our address as the return address. Oh, wait. It wasn't just a letter, there was also a section of a bicycle safety manual for loading bicycles onto a bus or subway. If necessary, fold up the seat and place your wheel in the bracket closest to the folded seat. Secure the wheel tightly with a yellow strap. So now we all know that. I'm just going to slide this slightly further away from me. Okay, where do we start? I guess at the top. Someone's already started for me. Cannot tell which way is up. I think it is this way. What country is this from? This is from France. I don't recall opening a thing on Mailtime from France. Ho ho. Read this first, you can read this later. Like, right after this one, or like, privately on my own time. I hope this hat isn't made of what I think it looks like it's made of. Dear Doctors LRR, from careful observation in previous Mailtime episodes, I believe you have the power to make Graham say aloud whatever I write. Before I use this to take over the world, I should probably test this theory. I, Graham Stark, promise that within the next year, the LRR crew will be at a convention in Western Europe. Hopefully that worked. Winky face. Like calendar year, or like 365 days from when this video airs? It's still not likely. I'm sorry. Nathaniel. I've discovered LRR back when you were doing Friday Night's Heroes Path for the Theros block. I've since fallen in love with your content, particularly Feed Dump, Loading Ready, Live and Running Start. I want to thank you for all of it, and in a more personal way than my monthly Patreon donation. So here we are. First, the hat. Many years ago, I would compulsively buy every weird hat I could find, and sometimes wear them as everyday clothes. Sadly, this hat I bought from a street vendor in the Avignon Theatre Festival proved both too weird and slightly too small for my head. It deserves a better life than gathering dust in my apartment. Heads up if it was too small for you, it's probably too small for me. It looks like it's made of human hair. So thanks for the hair hat. Second, the food. Although I was born and currently live in Paris, I spent my teenage years in Provence, more specifically in the Vallée de Beau, a landscape of wind-carved limestone hills dotted with lavender fields, olive groves and vineyards, overlooked by the ruins of a medieval castle carved into the rock. That sounds great. Let's go there. Have a convention there, get them to invite us, and pay travel. And then that other thing that you had me read will be true. I don't think anyone has sent you any before. No, we've actually never gotten stuff from France. No one should live without eggplant wrist. Eggplant. I tried to go for products that are mostly specific to the region with the obvious exception of olive oil, so hopefully it's only stuff you can't get in Victoria. I've included some additional info on the food in the second letter, which you probably won't read on camera, or this monthly mail time will be very long. Best, Nathaniel. Spoilers, Nathaniel. This monthly mail time is going to be very long regardless of what happens, but I am curious to see what's in the rest of this package. Cuisine en Provence. Oh, wow. It's a food hamper. What do we got in here? Normal olive oil, at least the olive oil we're more used to, but then also black olive oil, which apparently tastes very different. Don't use it to season fish. Okay. Some tapenade. I know what tapenade is. Good old painted. Dried tomato puree. Eggplant rist. Sort of like ratatouille, but with more eggplant and olive oil and no zucchini. You can have it cold or warm on bread or on pasta or as a side to a meat dish. I've definitely never had it. I think Kathleen's going to be very excited about that, actually. White nougat. Eat the nougat. Nougat's good stuff. And calissons, candy made from almonds, melons, and oranges. Well, these were really made in Provence with the original recipe because they were made more than 10 kilometers from Aix-en-Provence. They don't qualify for the EU protected label. Okay, so these are just as good as the ones that get the EU label, but they're twice as cheap because they don't have the seal. Wow, I'm really curious to try this. That's amazing, Nathaniel. Thank you. I can't wait to show the others. Okay, this one, because it's right here. This one is from somewhere equally exotic to Provence. It's from Milwaukee. And it says, "Dear LRR, you are awesome and make me happy. Please keep doing the things. Love, Joanne." I love that. Short and sweet and to the point. P.S. Kathleen mentioned wanting this mug on Desert Bus last year, and I asked her about it at PAX West. If any of their crew members want a mug, they can drop subtle hints in their content or a less subtle hint in my inbox. A what? It's a giant coffee mug that just says, "A horrible woman." Kathleen's gonna love this. Kathleen.
Yes. Hello. Oh, is this for me? Seems to be a very large coffee. Oh my god! Oh, and it's got Baxter and Cameron on the back. Thank you.
Next. In this box we find another smaller box. And in this box we find your batteries escaped. They must have crawled out in transit. Wait, there's one here still. Dear G, ha, deal with it, punk. Love, red pill, blue pill. P.S. Go team Moonbase Epsilon. It's a perfectly comfortable festive hat that's completely normal in every way. James, help.
Whoever sent this is a monster.
Thank you for that. Okay, what's this heavy one at the bottom? Whoa! This one's actually very heavy. It's, had some structural packing tape applied to it. Oh god. Well, we'd run out of these. I hope there's a note in here somewhere. Oh, a hat. Good. Oh, here we go. What is this? You find yourself in the communications room on a spaceship. A human spaceship, in fact. Wait. Like a spaceship run by humans or made of a human? This was a full-on sci-fi spaceship that could fly through the galaxy, and this was neither the first nor the only one of these that exists. Everything is still very new to you. A week ago, you didn't know that all this existed. A general from the Air Force visited you and let you sign a lot of confidentiality agreements before he left a huge stack of mission reports with top secret stamped on them. A huge stone ring was found in the Egyptian desert which could open a portal to other planets. This is totally not Stargate. The door to the bridge opens and the captain of the ship rushes into the room shouting at you why you did not report the approaching ship. You whirl around, but it's already too late. You feel the impact of the enemy ship firing. From the panel next to you, you see the damage the ship took. Shields are down, weapons are down, the power system is giving weird signals as if the reactor could explode at any minute. Quick, you need to get off the ship. Do you emergency transport to the planet you were orbiting, or will you try to beam on board the unknown enemy ship? Let's go to the not human ship. Everyone arrives in a big room at the enemy ship. It seems to be a gold ship that underwent big modifications. The cough is part of the instructions. So you could not identify the ship via sensors. It may even be possible the ship was invisible to your sensors from afar. You have read of ships like this being able to do that. You hear someone standing at a console. They are going to attack the Earth. They got nuclear bombs, a lot of them. This ship could reach Earth in about 4 hours. Everyone panics. You need to do something. You can only think of 2 things right now. Overtake this ship or destroy it and maybe leave the ship in advance. Quick, which will you choose? I want a cough ship. I'm gonna overtake the ship. You yell at everyone to be silent. We need to stop the ship at all costs. We need to get control over the ship and stop the enemy crew. Everyone agrees, and after a moment, someone comes up with an idea. I think I know where the armory on such a ship normally is. You and some other people form a small group to get as many weapons as possible from the armory, and by sheer luck or mere carelessness of the enemies, you are able to get enough weapons for everyone before the enemy crew gets alerted that they got boarded. After about 2 hours and big losses on both sides, it seems as if the enemy crew is willing to give up. You have won, even if many lost their lives. This day, you saved everyone on planet Earth. Target Graham gains hat proof. Oh. And no longer must wear hats he does not like or can take them off at any point until end of time. I just gained hat proof. Man, that's the good ending. Thank you. Who are you, Austrian person who sent all this candy? Holy shit. Good, good, feeling good. Feeling good about this. This is good stuff. Ow. Ow. There we are. I think this is a blue version of the same thing. And this is so much candy. I'm gonna poke around and see if I can find a letter, but this might just be it. We might just move on. Oh, there's another one. Mail time! There it is. Dear Professor LRR, I found this hat on Amazon and thought what would be better than one of those hats? Exactly. 4 of them in different colors. Oh. There it is. Next to the candy, there are some of those new edible package filling materials. Which is tiny Haribo shots, basically. There's also a short adventure in this package you might want to open depending on what hat you are wearing right now. Should you open it off camera, please tell me which envelope you ended on. Writing something not in your first language, then having to cut it down again and again is super hard. You did a great job, Andreas. Thank you. Furthermore, depending on when this package arrives, good luck with Desert Bus, or hey, are you alright again? And then there's a QR code? I know how to pronounce Andreas. Thank you, though. I mean, fair enough. Sometimes I do have difficulty, mostly with Twitch usernames. Oh, thank goodness I got hat proof. I can't go on an exhaustive tour of everything that's in this box, but there's some pretty amazing looking stuff. Milk chocolate and milk cream filling. Oh man, budget Schoko-Milchtaler. These look like good cookies. Dark chocolate marzipan, like Jaffa cakes, kinda. Chocolate filled with framboise and canneberges. Pistachio delight. Well, I'm delighted. A totally legit MTG pack. I'll believe that when I see it. And more tiny Haribos than we can shake a stick at. I mean, these are about the size of packing peanuts. And they probably do just about as good of a job. But then when you eat them afterwards, you don't die. So, you know, bonus. Okay. What is this? This is heavy. Not as heavy as the Austrian candy, but pretty heavy. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned how much I enjoy these Cthulhu hats. These are great. Thank you for that. Alright. Let me finish my Haribo. I made a mistake. Dear Dr. Slur, I have been a fan of your content for years. The first LRR video I remember watching was Morgan making a Huegg meat mushroom on an episode of Man Cooking. So that should give you an idea of how long I've been watching. Not only do you provide many hours of funny and entertaining content every week, but you've also cultivated a great online community that I am proud to be a part of. And we are proud to have you. Not just you, Aaron, but all of you, all of this great community. It's been intentional on our part to cultivate such a fine, upstanding community. We're thrilled you're all here. I hope you continue to thrive and grow, so do we, at least until the point you rival Disney for complete media dominance. That's less likely, but, I mean, I wouldn't say no. God, we make so much dumb stuff. Now about the package. For some reason, my Google News feed last week contained a review for Dead of Winter, a zombie apocalypse survival board game. I read the first 2 paragraphs of the article, in which the reviewer literally said the game was so intense he would, quote, rather die than play it again. I stopped right there, immediately ordered it with the intent of sending it to you for possible inclusion on AFK, and I'm sure your viewers would enjoy watching you. And it says torture yourselves, but that's struck out. And have fun playing the game. Thanks for all that you do, each and every member of Loading Ready Run family. I wish you many happy years in the new Moonbase. Keep up the great work. Sincerely, Aaron Binkley. This is a copy of Dead of Winter, a Crossroads game. Play in the epic struggle for power and survival. I thought that said crossword game initially, and I was like, dang, some pretty intense crossword action. But I'm actually also not sure what a Crossroads game means, but I'm keen to find out, or watch someone find out anyway. What is this? What is this? Dear Doctors LRR, hello and good day. First of all, I would like to thank you for all the entertainment you provide to myself and your many viewers. You are very welcome. You're very welcome. The way I first discovered your content is actually in a manner I haven't heard of yet. I was watching the Community Super League and thought to myself, who are these silly people playing singleton hats? Really? Welcome! From there I saw LRR MTG videos, and forcing charging badger was magical. From there I went on to essentially binge watch everything I could find on YouTube. So I've been wanting to show my appreciation for the crew for a while, and since I live in Canada as well, you don't need me to send you wine gums and an O. Henry. I thought a personalized necklace would be really neat. If they aren't worn, at least they won't take up a lot of room. I cannot craft, so my mom gets all the credit here. Thanks, Matt's mom. Oh, Matt! Thank you, Matt. Thanks, Matt's mom. This is starting to seem a little long, so here's a key as to why I chose the colors the way I did, unless you want to try it and guess first. Oh, so mine is black and green because of my Sapling of Kolfanor EDH deck, or Commander deck, or whatever you want to call it. Much like my fat head, I have a bit of a thick neck, which I believe is spelled THICCNECC. I don't know if it quite works with my hoodie, but there it is. And there's ones in here for Cam, Kathleen, Alex, Ben, Paul, James, Ian, Corey, Heather, and Beej. Beej. Purple, blue, and green. Because I asked on Twitter. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt's mom. Does this work? Does this play? This is... What is this? I don't know who this is from, because there wasn't a name on it. But this is a dice catapult from Elderwood Academy. I guess it fires dice. It's like a little wooden... Huh. That's really cool. This is made by Elderwood Academy. They didn't send it. Someone bought it, obviously, and then sent it to us. So thank you, whoever did that. And Elderwood Academy, Quentin and Dan. This looks like a really cool thing. Next, Dice Trebuchet. What? I don't know why I'm so baffled by this, but so this is addressed to TTSF, so Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry, care of Bionic Trousers Media, and it's a pair of COS over-ear headphones, and a pair of COS over-ear headphones, and a pair of COS over-ear headphones, and one more pair of COS over-ear headphones. I'm not sure why. I don't fully understand, because I watched Tinker Tailor, so I must have missed the reference. I don't understand why we need 4 identical pairs of COS over-ear headphones. I especially don't understand why we need 5. Well, you have presented me with a poser. Thank you. Thank you. What do we have here? This is an unusual box. Looks like it opens like a pizza box? Oh no, it just opens on the end. Oh, hey! Hey! This is a copy of Sentinels of the Multiverse. To LRR, sorry for poor handwriting. Well, I can read that, so that's a good start. Dear Graham, I hope all is well. Writing is not my strong suit, so I'll cut to the chase. I assume that you and most of the Loading Ready Run crew enjoy superheroes. I've been known to hero a super every now and again. The game that I've sent you is a fun co-op game where the villains hate you and want you to lose. Now that I've said that out loud, how can cards feel or think? I know that your backlog of AFK games is only getting larger, and this isn't helping. If you decide to pass on playing this, I understand. It won't hurt my feelings. Well, that's good. Thank you. I'm glad that it won't hurt your feelings. As always, it is a no promises scenario to send us a game to play. But I understand Sentinels is very good. So, hopefully we'll get a chance to play this or that other one, the zombie crossword game. Best of luck from the armpit of America. So then, this is Rumble Slam, the game of fantasy wrestling with miniatures. What? Fast-paced fantasy wrestling game for 2 or more players. Wow. Okay, I'm on board. Oh. Cadbury Dairy Milk. And Cadbury Dairy Milk Marvelous Creations with jelly popping candy. What the Cadbury's are so much better outside of North America. No, I'm actually really excited to find out what the hell that is. Build your own wind-ups plane. Sweet. And you know, we actually don't have this. This is great. Thank you. What's left? Oh. These two. Okay. Wow, that smells like sugar. Dear Dr. LRR, yo, it's Doc again. Glad the move seems to have gone over fairly well and the new office looks dope. Is dope an appropriate term here? If not, please insert an acceptable term here. It's not only dope, it's also hella fresh kick-ass. So let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. I wanted to say thank you for finally giving me the motivation to start live streaming. I had my inaugural stream a few days prior to sending out this package and it went alright, I guess. I'm hoping to get better at the whole broadcasting my personality into the uncaring void of the internet on a regular basis thing. It's, we live in a weird time. I sent a package along with this letter, contained within as thanks for providing such quality content, TM, as well as inspiring me to finally use my free time in a more productive and creative way, are an assortment of treats and things. First, I happened to catch an 18 games and counting last week, and James was saying we send too much candy. Well, since I'm not going to let Turner ruin things for the rest of you, I've included some get-out-of-candy-free coupons. So we got a whole bunch of candy.
Good, we need more candy here.
Well, so you mentioned on 18 games and counting that people send us too much candy.
Uh-huh.
And so someone included these get-out-of-candy free coupons.
Oh, shit. Redeemable by somebody for 1 pass to not eat candy sent in by fans of Loading Ready Run.
Now, there's only like 3 of them, so presumably once we...
4.
Oh, 4. Presumably once we run out, you are then obliged to eat all the candy.
Eat all the candy.
I was going to say, we're normally forced to eat the candy.
I think this implies that we are forced to eat the candy. On a related note, do you happen to remember the last time I sent a package when I mentioned I lived down the street from a chocolate factory? Turns out I actually live between a chocolate factory and a candy warehouse. No word yet on whether or not I'm secretly a character in a children's book. I say fuck a lot, so probably not. So do I, but everyone's the main character in their own children's book. First up, the chocolate factory, so there's a couple boxes of chocolate bars in a feeble attempt to sate the ever-gnawing hunger of the Desert Bus crew. Feel free to chunk a bar or two in the general direction of the nearest gaping maw. On top of that, there's an assortment of candies and chocolates found at the candy warehouse. Check the enclosed sheet for a complete list. I also found a video game store in the area that deals in older and import games, and as such, I found a couple items for matters of import and watch and play. I'm aware that just because we send the games doesn't necessarily mean you'll be able to fit them into the streaming schedule. Thank you. But I figure there's no harm in sending some Gundams. There may be some harm in the game marked for watch and play, but I will let Alex decide. As a way of saying sorry, not sorry, I've included a mini bag of chocolates just for him, which I figure by this point he's earned whether or not he plays this game. That's all I have for now. Don't really know how to end this thing, so bye. Sincerely, Doc Samurai. Thank you, Doc Samurai, and thank you for thinking of us with the Get Out of Candy free card. What did you send? Gourmet lollipops, clay lemon drops, assorted candy bars, Haribo berries, Haribo cherries, Haribo ginger lemon, Gustav's Dutch licorice coins, Haribo gold bears, bag for Alex, Bordeaux, and half a pound of saltwater taffy. Goodness gracious me. Neo Super Robot Wars special disc. I know one Ian Horner who's going to be looking forward to this. Weirdly, it's not the one that works here. I have to see what this watch and play game is. Why have I never thought of that? Do not open until Desert Bus. Well, that's good. Valo Milk. That's the least appetizing chocolate label I've ever seen. Oh, wait.
What, a pair of Jimmy Sticks?
Bun? Okay, so it's called Look! But it was partially covered, and I seriously thought this chocolate bar was just called Okay! It's okay. Boutique Premium Lollipops Root Beer Float. Raspberry Lemon Tart. Orange Cream. And Caramel Latte. Wow. This is quite an assortment. I love, by the way. That is some classic graphic design on there. I like that. That's good. And this will, as instructions dictate, be saved for Desert Bus. As will the other one of pretzel crunch bars. Thank you, Doc. Oh, God. Anyway, good. I'm glad that we're almost done the mail time, because this is an awful lot of candy. What's left? Oh, fuck. I know this box. I've seen it before. You've seen it before. We all know what the 20-kilo shipping box from Sweden is going to have in it. Come on. Come on. Yes! Blah, 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 blah. Holy fuck. That's a lot of bars. Dear Probably Graham, I hope the new moon base is treating you all well. The LT of the move made for a very interesting watch, but I sincerely hope you won't have to do it again anytime soon. Same here. Unfortunately, I can offer you no hats this time for your new and increased storage room, but I thought I might increase the chance of a new trend by sending you a small ship in a bottle to complement the one of the Gorschfok shown in the August mail time. In this case, though, the ship is no longer afloat. Also, if there is no room on your many shelves, it can be used as a Christmas ornament. It's so wee. It's the Vasa from 1628. Other contents, mostly candy. Please note the gummies are free of gelatin and spiders, and thus suitable for vegetarians. The chocolate is also free of gelatin. Translators note Hallen means raspberry, Sir means sour, Scum means foam, and Skala means skull. Most of the chocolate varieties should be obvious from the illustrations, but you should probably know that Swedish polka candy is basically candy canes. Sincerely, Martin, aka Humunculus, and feel free to save some of the candy for some unspecified time in November. Did I ask you not to mention Desert Bus? Is it like a shall not speak its name kind of thing? Seems like something I would have done. Holy moly. Gummy skulls, cola skulls, Tutti Frutti passion fruit, candy, and then just like bars on bars on bars. The whole nut? Goodness gracious. Thank you, Martin. And thank you, everyone, as always, for all of your kindness and your kind thoughts and the meaning you put into your letters. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna go eat way too much candy.